I got all the screenshots. Oh my God! Yeah! No, hold on. Kill my grandmother! Hold on, what the fuck is going on? Kill my grandmother! Excuse me. Who are you? What's going on? I'm sorry. I just want to know what's going on. You just walked in my office. Yeah, I know. What happened? Here's what happened yesterday. So yesterday, we're filming like we're doing right now. And I ain't gonna lie, I think that was one of the best shows we shot. Am I tripping? Once we get to it, it was like we was like flowing, like it was like everything flowing. And then out of nowhere, a woman walks into my office, and you could obviously tell she's a lesbian woman because she has like a low fade and like a part in the back, like a little patch in the back. And she walks in. So when I see her screaming, everybody in the room. So what y'all seeing, we were all just trying to figure out what was going on because she came in here and just looked at Alex, and Alex screamed like he saw a goddamn ghost. So what people don't understand is that, by the way, if Alex doesn't react like that, we don't, because I watched the tape, we don't react like that. If Alex doesn't scream, we just be like, hey, we're filming right now, can we help you? But what people don't know is that when she walked in the room, Alex jumped out his fucking chair like he saw the Holy Ghost. So listen, he's right here. There's a camera on him. He can talk for himself. But he jumped out this chair. He was like he saw somebody who was trying to murder him. Found him. So at that moment, I panic. If y'all notice, I'm like, how you doing? Hey, how can I help you? Like, because if she came here to kill Alex was gone. So now it's me and the killer. So now we all know I'm looking like, nigga, get the fuck out of there, Ray. Ray, that is the first rule. Cause she looked, you could tell, and this is why Alex is here today, because you can tell that she was crazy. Because you could just tell how when people they had crazy eyes, where it's like they're not looking at you, but they're looking at you, and it's like, yo, I'm right, hello. And she was like, so she busts in, so Alex takes off. So at that moment, we don't know what's going on. So we're trying to talk. So now I jump up and go right there, and I'm like trying to talk her down. Y'all heard it on camera, maybe about 15, 20 seconds. By the time I look at the camera, I want to show the room the camera. We got cameras. For everybody like, security, wait, that's security. Wait, I'm like, y'all don't understand. So by the time we look at the cameras, by the time I look at the cameras, Alex is gone. Hold on, Alex, I'm gonna let Alex explain this though, because to his defense, what he said made sense to him. It made no fucking sense to me. Alice, what was your thought process of taking off?
Well, first off, I want to say, as we know, mental health is something to be taken very serious. I was raised by two parents who both struggled with bipolar disorder. So, people know me, Ye's my favorite rapper, and that's why I've always kind of had a soft spot for him. So when there's something going on mentally, it's unpredictable. So for me, in my mind, it was like, all right, if I'm the target, let me move. You know what I'm saying? Just like on a dartboard, if you can't hit the center, you're going to hit everything around that motherfucker. So I'm like, you know what? Let me move myself as the target. So it's like, hey, if she after me, hey, she after me. And then I didn't look back. But then when I ended up, coming back to work, you know what I'm saying? They told me, they was like, hey, nah, she stayed here. And I was like, oh, and then they was like, she's, made all type of wild claims, like I done, killed somebody in the family.
You tried to kill her grandmother.
Watch your people around. And I'm like, huh? But I was like, man, that wasn't the case.
So for the record, did you try to kill her grandmother?
Of course not. You know
okay.
What I'm saying?
I'm just saying for the record.
I didn't mean to come at you like that.
No. Listen, it ain't coming at me.
But one thing I do know, when there's something going on, from a mental standpoint, you look at the movie Shutter Island. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. When you look at that, and to the end, you think Leonardo DiCaprio is, the therapist. Then at the end, you find out like, nah, bro, it's something different going on. You feel me? So it was one of them things where, yeah, I did not realize she was going to stay here.
So I'm Alex,
like,
what was going through your head when she walked through the door? Like, did you think she was going to hurt you? Did you think she was going to hurt someone in here? Did you think, because we don't know her.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking when she came in?
I think she was after me. So that's why I was like, hey, if I'm the target, move yourself. You feel me? Because it's like, you look at the movie Juice. I ain't gonna
lie, Alex. You got a room full of people. Look at the room. Look at the room. Everybody in the room is looking like that. I ain't running. You don't leave the target
with innocent people. You make sure the target follows you, because at that moment you're gone. Okay, look at it from me. Look at it from my perspective.
You mean like grab her and pull her with me?
No,
like what you do? Make sure she follow me.
No, my point is this: is that you gotta look at it from my perspective. You're gone. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see you again.
Gotcha.
No, I'm dead fucking serious. Cause I'm like. It's like being caught on cheaters. It's like, where do we go from here? So when he took off running, I swear I was like, oh, he's never coming back. He's done. So now I'm talking to the Acre boy. Shout out to Patrick, Jay, Ray, my family's in the house. So I'm talking to the Acre boy. I want to tell you gotta when Alex comes back. So okay, so let me get you out a little bit more. I thought I was on punked. I thought I was being punked. On God, because everybody who comes here knows that it's security on the door. The door is locked.
That's right. That's right.
And then I always have security here. So the one day my security's not here, and why is the door unlocked? And so I'm like, and the only part that made it interesting is that 2 minutes after she crashed the studio, and I'm trying to calm her down, the police come. So that's when I'm like, nah, this gotta be fucking. So you don't
know when I was looking at you, if you look at my camera, when I'm looking at you, you had used a certain R word. So I'm looking at the timestamp. So I write that down. Right after that, I see her.
And you should have warned us.
911. So when I dial 911, you don't know as I'm sitting across from you, the police on the phone. So I dial 911, the phone sitting right here on my lap. So I'm looking around and I'm like, they don't even know.
So for the record, I want everybody to know, not only did Alex run when she came, he knew she was coming. And instead of warning the room, he called the police. No, but look, watch this, Moski. So we getting here, so now the police is here. So now here's what gets weirder, because now I just finished talking this woman off the ledge. So now she's like, ask Alex. She said he saw the devil when he saw me, didn't he? And I said,
she said that?
Yeah, nigga, you can't say what she said. You left. You gotta remember that's why you don't leave. So you know what's being said. So she says he's the devil. So I'm like,
what she said? So she called herself Alex, the devil, then called me the devil?
No, she said you the devil, and then she said. So I said, is he really? And she was like, yes. Don't have that evil motherfucker around no one you love. So now I'm like, this nigga never coming back. Yeah. Police walks in. I'm like, you know me. Everybody know me. I'm a kind of a public figure. I'm really friendly with everybody I meet. I'm like, hey, officer. So I'm looking at the police because mind you, they probably came by the time she got in her car. So it's like, how y'all had to get at least I was around here. But even then, how does it work that fast? So when the police came up, I'm like on some like. They knock on the door and I'm like, what y'all here for? And they was like, what's going on? I'm like, what y'all know? Cause how the fuck do y'all know anything? It just happened like 2 minutes ago. So they was like, we need to come in. So I'm like, come in. So I'm like, it's my studio, it's my office, da-da. The officer walks past me and pulls Chastity to the side. Like almost like disrespectful, like, I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to her. So I'm like, but this is my spot. So then I figure that I'm like, oh, he must think I'm holding these people hostage or something. That's why he don't want to talk to me. Talk to Chastity. So Chastity's like, look, we just chilling. I'm with him. Studio happened. So then he was like, I only talked to her because a woman called the police.
Okay.
So what happened was, he said a woman and a man called the police on each other 10 minutes before the incident. Which was, I'm like, how the fuck does that happen? And no one tells me. So Alex knows she's coming. So now the police is harassing us. And then...
Well, I didn't know I'm talking about right across from you, dog, when I seen it.
Alex, let me tell you something.
Yeah. While we was filming.
Alex, Chastity's from Brooklyn. I need to say that to him. To say what I'm about to say next. Chastity's from Brooklyn. Chastity sits in my office, sits right there in that seat, looks me in my eyes, says, Ray, where I'm from, we know who niggas is when shit go down. He's gonna run. I'm like, I know, but who is the girl? She's like, I don't know. Think I'm Jack. But what I'm just saying is so the police is here, and the police come. And by the way, all this is happening while I'm live on Instagram. While I'm live on YouTube. So that's why I was like, it was kind of embarrassing, but I'm like, I got to talk about it. I mean, it was like 150 people in there. I'm like, everybody's probably like, is this a joke? Everybody thought it was a skit. It was not a skit. Alex really has some issues he's dealing with this young lady. By the way, we're praying for her.
Indeed.
She was your barber, and that's scary that she's the barber.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
That's scary that she's probably cutting somebody's hair right now that don't even know that this motherfucker came in and caused a horror scene in the office yesterday. And let me tell you, so you know, here's the reason why hold on, let me just give you more. So now Chastity is calling Alex, everybody's calling Alex, and then Chad, who works for us, calls and is like, what's going on? So we're like, what the fuck do you know? Because mind you, we don't know nothing and we're here. So now, so I'm trying to ask people, what do you know? Because I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. So Chad is like, all I know is that I got a call from Turkey. And Alex said he's in danger. So I'm like, he couldn't have been in Turkey. How the fuck you get to Turkey, nigga? He just ran out 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, you thought I teleported.
So now we figure out Alex dropped his phone running. And by the way, Alex can dress. Alex is the best dressed guy in the office. He wears hard bottoms. He dresses like the lawyer. Like, I look like a criminal. I just put the sports coat on to be taken serious. But for the most part, nigga, I look like the nigga that should be running, right? Alex dressed like, I'm not running from nobody with these motherfucking boots on. You crazy? Alex takes on running. Here's the funny part. So now we in the office. So I'm like, Chastity, where's Alex? She's like, I don't know. I'm calling him. So I call him. So everybody's calling him and he's not answering. So then I look up on the camera and I see him and Chastity slowly walking. So I'm like, here he comes. Alex walks in the office like nothing happened. like literally. Imagine what I just said. He comes sit down like, man, some crazy people out here, ain't it, bro?
You think?
So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, let me get that out. So he's like, there's some crazy people, ain't it, bro? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, it's just some crazy, you know. Yeah, so I'm like, so ask Quan, I'm like, are you gonna tell us what the fuck happened? Like, nigga, oh man, that was nothing, man. That's mental health stuff. Mental health, hey, nigga. Nigga, you took off like, and you didn't warn us. If the nigga would have said everybody run, and then he ran, I've been my nigga. He warned us. Man, bro, that shit reminded me of a childhood memory, bro. That shit, I'm gonna remember this. I didn't think I would have a moment like this in my motherfucking 40s. I appreciate you for this. I have a story to tell motherfuckers. And not only do I have a story, I have proof. I have footage.
But it's like Jonathan Majors, you feel me? Jonathan Majors, 20.
Here we go. Look, he's trying to clean it up still. Like,
but I'm saying.
Listen. Okay, let me say this, Alex.
Yeah.
For the record. Alex is here because I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because I can tell that she was off. And let me tell you why. Just for the record. You don't storm into a place like that to make a shock and awe and then leave it flat. Yeah. You don't come in the room with a gun and be like, and then be like, ask him why I was gonna kill him. Right. You wanted attention.
For sure.
Because what she also said that made me feel a little safe. It was one thing that made me feel a little safe. She kept saying, I know who you are, Ray Daniels. I know you are Ray Daniels, but you don't know who Alex is. And I'm like, you know me though, right? You know I don't mean no harm, right? I don't know what you got on you, but whatever you got on you, as long as we cool.
Right.
Man, nigga, that shit was crazy. But that's over now. Let's get into the Raydar report. I always thought to Alex. Alex, what we talking about today? What we got today, Alex?